Everybody wants their F-150 to perform like a Raptor, right? I would, but nobody wants to spend Raptor money. I don't. So we've got a set of these Fox 3.2 live valve coilovers and shocks to install on this F-150 to see if a bolt-on kit like this can really cut the mustard. I'm Brandon, this is Shock Surplus. Let's talk some shop. All right, now before we get down that ride quality rabbit hole, let's do a brief breakdown of what this kit and these parts are all about. Now, first and foremost, these kits combine two of our favorite things in the aftermarket suspension world. That's position sensitivity and electronic control. Now, both of those things are packaged together in a bolt-on kit, well, in a wire-in kit, but that had us pretty excited when we heard about it being first released. The hardware in these kits is almost functionally identical to that of a Fox 3.0 factory race series internal bypass coilover, and that's a hell of a place to start. Now, this position-sensitive design, like all position-sensitive designs, allows the ride zone to be tuned pretty plush, and any extension or compression outside of that zone can be progressively stiffened to maintain control. What sets this particular design apart from, like, say, a Bilstein 8112, which is also position sensitive and has a similarly sized piston, is that the Fox just simply has more ride zones. And they don't have the same mechanical interior as the Bilstein, so you're gonna see a little bit more silent and smooth operation out of these. If you're curious how these work and you want a better idea, you're gonna wanna check out a video we dropped recently. It's called the Ultimate Coilover Showdown. We talk about that, and we also talk about some other heavy hitter coilover options that are out there for you. Check that out. In the meantime, while you're there, hit that like, subscribe, and that bell icon for us so you can stay tuned to all of the fun stuff we're getting into. Now, about these guys. We all pretty much already knew the Fox 3.0s were pretty sweet, but it's really that live valve that sets them apart. When it comes to outright performance, it's hard to deny the benefits of a system that is actively adjusting to your inputs as a driver and to the bumps that you're hitting. And we've said it before, but it's almost like a little wizard sitting on top of your adjustment knobs, just constantly making adjustments so that they're tuned just right, sometimes like proactively. And I mean, it's really hard to quantify the value of that. It's pretty amazing, and it's very evident on this system as well. One of the more pertinent examples of this is seen quite plainly in our big driveway hit that's a part of our typical test loop here around the office. And what we're doing here is just kind of seeing how the shocks behave at their extremes. On the one end, super stiff. On the other end, the softest settings. And we're going to do that at relatively the same speed. So we do that on the stiffer settings. What happens? Well, it handled it amazingly well. The truck stays glued to the ground and there's almost no recovery. It's like right back to control. On the softest settings, you expect it to be different, but maybe a little bit worse, so to speak. Not the case. It was like almost exactly as planted with just a little bit of a brief, a little bit longer of a recovery period before it settled out, but even that is sort of proof that the live valve system is working. We don't want to downplay how much that improves the ride quality by any means, but not unlike a lot of electronically controlled shocks, the handling department is where these really shine. Even in the most comfort-oriented settings, these guys are going to be delivering a level of performance and confidence around corners that's kind of on par with a lot of the other systems that we've tested on the F-150 so far. You pop her into sport mode though, buddy, and your mind's going to be blown just like ours was. They genuinely made this lifted, full-size truck on big old knobby tires handle at least sports car adjacent, right? Hugging corners like something with a fraction of the size and weight. Those unwanted body motions that we frequently try to minimize are actually what load up the tires that need it most with the grip that they need. That body roll on a turn is loading up the outside tires to prevent you from breaking loose. That brake dive is loading up the front tires where you have most of your stopping power. And the squat under throttle is loading up your rear tires, which typically might be providing your drive, right? So if you take away too much, you run the risk of sacrificing grip, which is something we noticed on this truck when we were testing the Fox 2.0s. However, these 3.2 live valves are somehow able to mitigate those unwanted body motions while remaining downright planted. Whether you're ripping around corners like it's on rails or monster trucking it through the mall parking lot without spilling your latte, or maybe a little bit of both, these definitely make your truck feel like it's glued to the road. I've casually mentioned us just cycling through the settings like it's no big deal, but that might actually be the star of the show here, right? I'm not getting any younger, neither are you. I'm not trying to get out of my truck, especially in the summer, and get, dirt in my eye, dust in my lungs, sweat down my back just to wrangle with the settings on the shocks. I mean, people aren't spending a ton of money on these big, luxurious land yacht trucks just to have to be jumping out to adjust settings all the time and get things dialed in, right? Let's get that luxury everywhere. So this one button comfort, one button performance, one button adjustment, pretty much invaluable. I think it's worth it. All right, now let's talk value. It's no secret that this is an expensive kit, but we still think it's a worthwhile upgrade over the 3.0 factory race series, even if the only difference was just the in-cab adjustment that you get. And we did run the numbers. The difference is only like $1,000. And I know that that's not a small amount of money, but when you're already spending around $7,500 to just go up to around $8,500, it's like 975 bucks. It does seem worth it to get not only that in-cab adjustment that we mentioned, but the extra comfort and the extra performance out of it. So even though it's expensive, it does seem worth the money, but is it worth all that extra headache to get it installed? Well, that's another story altogether. I think it's time to address the Raptor-shaped elephant in the room. Now, we get a lot of questions from F-150 owners asking if they can get Raptor level ride quality on the highway out of their regular F-150 with just a set of shocks. And that may seem like a silly question if you know about the ins and outs of what makes a Raptor, but it is a pretty valid desire and question to ask. A lot of F-150 owners want and need that V8, and so, with the regular Raptor purchase, which is already pretty expensive, it's got the V6, so that's not what they want. And if they were to get a Raptor R and get the V8 out of that monster, it's going to cost six figures, and most people can't afford that. Additionally, Raptors are not as fuel efficient. They're not rated as well on towing and hauling as a standard F-150, and they're kind of too big to park or drive in a lot of areas. It's really impossible to deny that the Raptor is the king of the hill when it comes to off-road performance, with not much even coming close. Sorry, TRX guys. But from Arlen, Texas, all the way to Saudi Arabia, most people are not really going to ever use or extract all the value that you can out of a Raptor. But you do see some people buying them because they still kind of want the comfort factor that comes along with it, even if they don't really need one. Now, while we have not tested this 3.2 live valve setup off-road yet, we don't really have to be able to tell you that these are not going to turn your F-150 into a Raptor or really anything close to one. The fact of the matter is you're about 3 inches short on suspension travel from a regular F-150 to a Raptor. And while the hardware and the tech of this system is closer to like a Gen 2 or Gen 3 Raptor, like we said before, shocks alone are not going to change your F-150 into a Raptor. I think the people that want Raptor level performance out of their standard F-150 already know that they should be looking into like the Raptor swap. So they know you're not going to be able to get that level of Raptor performance just with a bolt-on setup. However, you don't need a foot of travel on your suspension to be able to handle pavement or fire roads. And so if you want to match what the Raptor can do in those scenarios, this kit does have you covered. It's comfortable, it's composed, and again, we cannot rave enough about the convenience of the in-cab adjustments. Like we've said, for a lot of people, probably don't need a Raptor, but this setup does seem to give you that Raptor-like feel in all of the areas that your everyday average truck driver would want and need without disturbing any of the benefits that you get from having an F-150. It's one of the few times where we can say it rides like an old Cadillac, but it corners like a new Cadillac. And I'm pretty confident that these would be stellar under a load, especially if you're using the right load leveling aid, which will keep them in their happy spot in the ride zone. So if all signs point to the fact that you should be in an F-150, but you really want that everyday Raptor ride quality on the road, well, this 3.2 live valve kit should be at the top of your list. All right, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys in the comments. Bolt on this 3.2 live valve kit or go full in on a Raptor swap. Which one is it? While you're there, go ahead and hit that like button. I hope you liked the video. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, stay tuned. We may be testing this in the dirt, so you'll wanna be following us for that. If you got any other questions about other rigs, shocksurplus.com is your spot. We'll take care of you there. And in the meantime, we'll see you out on the trail.